In this video, let us discuss about how to write a C program to reverse a number. So our problem is to find the reverse of a given number. For example, if our number is 1234, then the program should output 4321. Let us check the logic first. Assume that our number is 1234. First, you have to extract the last digit. Here it is 4. Then reverse the number. Since the number has only one digit, the number itself is the reverse number. So the reverse number is 4 here. Now this 4 is no longer required in this number. So we can eliminate 4 and reduce the number. So the reduced number is 123. Again, extract the last digit. It is 3. Add this 3 to the end of the reversed number. So that means we have to move 4 to the 10th position and add 3 to the unit place. That means 4 into 10 plus 3, we will get 43. Next, eliminate 3 from this number and reduce the number to 12. Extract the last digit. It is 2. Add this 2 to the end of the reverse number. So that means 43 into 10 plus 2. You will get 432. Again, reduce the number. Now we get 1. Extract the last digit. It is 1 itself. Add this 1 to the end of the reverse number. So that is 432 into 10 plus 1. We will get 4321. Again, reduce the number. Now, let us see the logic in terms of programming terminology. Assume that this number is stored in the variable num, last digit in variable d, and the reversed number in variable rev. So, in order to extract the last digit from the number, we can use the modulus operator. So, d is equal to num mod 10. So, that means the number is divided by 10 and the remainder is stored in the variable d. In the variable num, we have got 1234. So 1234 mod 10, we will get the value 4 here. So we get the last digit. Next, add this digit to reverse. That means reverse equal to d. Reduce the number. So here we need to eliminate the last digit. In order to do this, we can divide the number by 10. So num by 10. Since both are integers, the result is also integer. So 1234 by 10, we will get the numerator 123. Again, the same operation is performed. D is equal to num mod 10. Currently, the value inside num is 123. So 123 mod 10, you will get the value 3. Next, we need to add this 3 to the previously reversed number. So in order to do this, the reversed number should be moved to the 10th place. So that means reverse into 10. Then add last digit. That means plus d. So we can write it as reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus d. Next it is reduce number. That means num equal to num by 10. Again extract the last digit. That is d equal to num mod 10. Then add d to the end of the reverse number. So that means reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus d. A reduced number, that is num equal to num by 10. Extract last digit. D is equal to num mod 10. Add last digit to the reverse number. That is reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus d. Reduce number num equal to num by 10. Once the number becomes 0, we can stop the operation. So in all the cases, so these 3 steps are being repeated. Except for this statement, all other statements are same. So we can also convert this statement also into this form. That means we can write reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus d. In order for this equation to be equivalent to reverse equal to d, the initial value of reverse should be 0. So if the initial value of reverse equal to 0, this equation is equivalent to writing reverse equal to d. Now let us convert this steps to flowchart. Start. So we do not know the value of num, read num. So the initial value of this reverse should be 0. Then only this will become reverse equal to d. So we can write reverse equal to 0. So next it is d equal to num mod 10. So we can write d equal to num mod 10. Then after this, reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus d. Next it is num equal to num by 10. After this one, the above 3 statements are again repeating. So that means this is a loop. So it is repeating, it is repeating, it is repeating. So this one is a loop. So we need a termination condition here. From the previous slide, we have seen that these operations are performed only if the number is greater than 0. So once the number becomes 0, we can stop this operation. So that means the condition here is num greater than 0. If it is yes, perform the looping operation. If it is no, then reverse the number is in the variable rev. So print the value of REV, print REV and then stop. Let us now convert this flowchart to our program code. Hash include stdio.h, void main, open curly brace. So we require variables num, REV and d. So we can declare it as integer variable int num, comma d, comma REV. The first step is read the value of num. So we can write printf, enter a number, scanf, %d, comma ampersand num. Next step is initializing the value of REV. REV equal to 0. Next, it is a condition and it is part of a loop. Use the while loop here. While condition num greater than 0. Open curly brace. Go to the yes part. So inside the yes part, it is d equal to num mod 10. That is the first step. Next step, it is REV equal to REV into 10 plus d. Next, it is num equal to num by 10. So this is the end of the loop. Close the curly brace. Go to the no part. So in the no part, it is print the value of REV. Print reverse number is %d, comma REV. So this is the end of the program. Close the main function. Now let us execute the program on our system. I have typed the program in the notepad and saved it in the folder programs in E drive. The name I have given is reverse.c. Let us now compile this program using the GCC compiler. So the program is in the folder programs in E drive. So first go to the folder. Now compile it using GCC compiler. GCC reverse.c -o reverse. So there is no error. The program has been compiled successfully. Now let us execute this program. Enter a number. I'm going to give the number 1234. So the reversed number is 4321. Let us give another input 12006. So the reverse number is 60021. That means our program has been executed successfully.